But definitely you want to use corners a lot more. So
I think I'll just queue.
yeah, you can just go ahead and queue. You know, if you imagine just like... Imagine like the game, there was a map where it just consisted of a completely open area. It was like a massive open area. Okay. And then you spawned at one end, and then the objective was at the other end. It would be so difficult for you to travel that distance. But now, if we add in a bunch of walls along that massive open field, what your instinct would be to go to one wall and then go to the next and then go to the next and then go to the next. And you'd move everyone from one position to the other, to the other, to the other. And then if you needed to fall back, you'd fall back by one wall. You wouldn't run all the way back to the start. You'd fall back by just one wall. And this game is really nice because a lot of maps have very distinct corners and walls. So take King's Row, for example. The first big one is the choke point. Then there's statue, and then there's the small room. I think people normally call it just, yeah, hotel is the common call for it. I cannot draw straight lines today, it seems. This is why my tracking's not good, because I can't even move my mouse in a straight line. And then you have the point, which exists here. So you on the defense... If you were going to hold at one point, you might hold at the first corner and then fall back to behind statue or fall back to point. What you see is that the defenders, the most advantageous position to hold is on point at this corner. At this corner. Because at every point, you have the option to move back a few meters. Just like a few meters, and you're fully protected. Additionally, on the attack... A big mistake a lot of Rhines or any players make is not recognizing that these checkpoints exist. So you start off at choke, you might move to statue, and then you might move to hotel corner. And then you might move to point, and then if you need to fall back, you might fall back to hotel corner or fall back to statue. You don't have to go all the way back to the start. Remember, walls are just shields that you can't see or shoot through, that don't ever die. Use corners to your advantage. And on Zarya in particular, you might go forwards around a corner, take some damage, and then come back around a corner. This map is a very good example. The reason people hold on point is because the nearest walls are the two statues, which are tiny pieces of cover. So people hold on point. But additionally...
Not hold on point unless they run a May.
The problem is...
But that way you back up onto point.
If you... Yeah, you back up onto point. You might start a bit ahead, but you're immediately falling to point because you have those two big bits of cover. Then if you need to give up space, you're not giving up the whole point. You're simply moving behind the central column. Okay? So that central column is the second layer of cover. So you have two layers of cover. You have the first bit, which is where you are now, and the second bit is this bit here.
Was going to die.
They're looking to take both of those bits of cover from you at the moment.
Nice, good pick. Let's go.
Be aggressive, be aggressive. You've got your left shift. Now rotate back. Then bubble your Rhine. You bubbled him way too early when he wasn't taking any damage. Go forwards, forwards, forwards. Play with your Rhine, play with your Rhine, play with your Rhine. Bubble your Rhine. You didn't bubble your Rhine.
I don't know where he was. I should probably...
Now just remember, right-clicks are your friend. You're not right-clicking enough. Especially against grouped up enemies. Come back, come back, come back, come back. You've got 100 energy. Just keep right-clicking, keep right-clicking, keep right-clicking.
I got one. Nice.
For stream, just have a look
Alan,
at how much ult charge he gets every time he right-clicks.
Let's go, go, go.
I'll give you a spoiler. It's 5% for every target it hits. When you're 100 charge. Get out with your energy. Your energy is important. You just staggered yourself there.
Go back again. They use shelter and grab.
By the way, at 100% charge, every right click gets you 5% towards your ult for every person it hits.
Oh,
Right click.
I did not know.
Yeah, so if you hit an average of 2 people per right click, you get 10% for every right click, which is 40% for one... Yeah, for one magazine, I guess you could call it.
I got Grav. We can combo. We can dragon combo. Yeah. Let's go.
There you go.
Wait, Ryan, no. This is still winnable. Yeah.
They wasted both support ults.
Yeah.
Point out to your team. They used both support ults.
Go.
Yo, Alan, do you know Axis?
What?
You know a guy called Axis or Tasty Soup?
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah, I'm a hit. Okay, dude.
I was playing with a team with him.
You got Ryan just got me fed.
Okay, it's over for this round.
I can play.
Here we go.
It's not a good G. Goats is not good on this map.
Omnius, just go, Rista here, just go Rista here.
Ryan? No, sorry. I mean,
Go
Hog.
Rissa. You can suck them all off, like...
Yeah, I know, DJ.
This one
I
isn't
just don't
good.
really think anything.
This one isn't good for good, so... Okay, we'll win. We'll win.
Every time Ominous picks a new character, I then have to update the stream title to include that character. The intention was to focus on Zarya.
Protect twice.
You're playing a very, very risky positioning. Like, a Hulk could easily just kill your team. You need to be using your Fortify more effectively, so you shield. Then when your shield runs out, you can Fortify while you wait for your next shield.
Okay.
Because if you don't have Fortify available when your shield goes down, you're going to die very, very quickly. Rotating shield and Fortify is very important for sustaining.
Nice.
That was way too passive of a shield placement. If you place the shield where you are going to go, you're going to go on point. Now place it so that you can place yourself on point.
I didn't put it. It was right above me. Oof. Oof.
You just didn't place the shield. Watch from this Hog's perspective. You see, you're just such an easy hook target. You also could have... Yeah, you need to either shield or Fortify.
That's messy. Nice
Nice.
pick.
Track their cooldowns.
We must claim the objective.
Shield. Shield. Halt the brig towards you. Halt the brig towards you. No, not to the side, towards you. Let your Reaper kill... okay. Halt at the ground. Hold at your feet. You got Lucio on you. If you halt him to your feet, you can easily just line up all of the headshots.
I'll hold on point.
You're playing way too... You've got a
I don't
Reaper.
What?
Okay. Okay, so right now, if you imagine the point is a rectangle, you want your shield to be blocking as many sight lines as possible.
Nice.
Just Q as soon as you get it. Q, shield. You can press Q and use your shield at the same time. They cancel each other. It's an animation cancel. You like animation cancels.
Did not know that. I did not know that.
If you halt a target, it makes it really easy for your team to kill that target. By the way, you should have been shooting before you use the halt, because it takes the... It's a very slow traveling projectile. So you're shooting, then you throw your halt out, And then you're still shooting that whole time. Halt, 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 halt.
Nice.
Shield. You're low on ammo, so you're going to reload. Are you going to be playing aggressive or not? Are you yes or no? Like, be decisive.
No.
Where are you holding?
Here.
Big halt, big halt, big halt, big halt.
Oh no.
You saved their hog.
Nice go. Kill the brig now. Kill the brig now. Shoot over top.
My shield was too passive.
Stop going for environmentals where it's risky. Just go for this. Just go for the safe to hold them in place. So you need to be halting to hold them in place for your team to kill them. You've got Reaper, you've got McCree, you've got Hog. You've got
Go back.
the damage.
Don't die now.
Halt is a stun. You know, you're stunning them in a
We
position.
win this. Come on.
There you go. And then, no, don't shield where you are, shield where you want to be.
Let's go. Shoot.
Press W, press W, press W. Go point, go point, go point. Shield so that your team can get on point. There you go. Hold him off the map, hold him off the map. Took you way too long. Shield. You're low health, so don't peek. Halt where the Hammond lands, halt where he lands. You've got double shotgun with McCree. If you hold a target in place for those targets, you will melt them instantly. So you can be aggressive with your halts in terms of you are very decisively going, you are staying there in that position and we will kill you.
Just go goats, go goats, go goats. I go May. I can wall them off. Which of you go goats?
Yeah, you can be huge.
Go goats! I'll go
Go
May.
main. So with May, we should go main and
go
straight
main,
to point.
Main on point. Instantly on point. I can wall them off. Like, we split off lineup, just focus them down.
Get them to switch the Diva to a... the Brig to a Diva if they can. If they can play Diva.
Clap. Easy clap. Easy.
Brick, can you play Diva?
Sure. No, I actually played the Diva.
Yeah,
I want to risk it.
yeah, get them to be on the character that they're most comfortable on. Like, if they're... Oh, I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Discord.
No, stay point, stay point.
Nice, good.
Big fire strike, big fire strike. Charge up that ultimate, charge up that ultimate.
We should win this now. We should win this now. Just walk.
Fire strike, fire strike.
Good.
Wall down. Tell them to put wall down if you need wall to go down. Risky charge there. Ryan's respawn. They got fire. Play on point. Play on point. Play on point.
Come back. Play with
Just on
point.
point. Don't let them spend.
Deny them ult
Don't
charge.
die, don't.
Deny them ult
come
charge.
Please.
I got trap. I got trap.
Come to point, come to point, come to point.
Do
Come
not.
point,
Don't let your
guys
team
spend.
feed.
Like,
They can do much with fire on point. They don't point.
Don't give them ult charge by letting them hit you.
See, Desire gets it.
come point, everyone.
Fire strike into that. Fire strike into that.
We'll win this now.
That's you. That's you. That's you.
Yep. Just clean up. Clean up. Clean up. Clean up.
Shouldn't have charged.
If they're playing, look, you're 70 to your next Earth Shatter. You should have Earth Shatter every single fight.
They use grab.
And they use trends,
beat.
yeah.
Yeah, they use grab, trans, beat. So it's
Yeah, okay. Oh, they use
2,
trans.
3,
Yeah,
4.
they use both support.
That's messy, right?
Yeah, they use both support.
Go point again.
They got shatter, Ryan. Watch out. I believe. You gotta block that first.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Kill the rain now. Kill the rain. Kill the rain.
Shatter if you need to.
Yeah. Oh, drop wall.
No, just stall now, just stall now. Get to 99. Nice pick.
Need heals.
You need to be quicker. Like say, wall down, wall down. just like
I got grab, I got grab, I got grab.
Nice, nice. I have my thing.
Go back,
My-
go back.
You're 84 to grab, you don't have it. No.
They have junk now, so just avoid this one.
They have junk, so don't go top left.
Top, just
Go main.
Go main
You've
fast,
got
go main
main.
fast, go main
Go
fast,
point.
go
Go
main
point.
fast.
Go point.
3, 2, 1, speed boost, speed boost.
Go point.
no,
Go
right
point. Go
side,
point.
right
Go
side,
point.
right
Go
side,
point.
right
Go
side.
point. Be first to point. Go.
Kill the Ryan.
Kill the Ryan. Kill the Ryan.
Yeah, shot.
Really, really good beat.
I'm gonna grab after this.
Keep your team alive.
It's big, it's big.
Swing, swing, swing. Don't charge though. Don't charge.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, I know. I'm Got
Nice.
I got drunk.
This show right side.
It's winnable, it's winnable. There's a like huge beast. Kill the Ryan, kill the Sunny, that's it.
I'm gonna push up. I got shatter.
What percentage is it? I can't see.
Huge
Ah.
game.
it was 97.
Huge teamwork.
Good job.
Yeah, nice.